we did some really good things inside of that. They did some things that stressed us, but just disappointing the way that ends. It's just a tough mistake for a young player, but we'll learn from it.
You've been preaching playing with pace since training camp, and I mean today, like you said, you're playing, and them too. You're playing for the third time in less than 72 hours in 3 different cities. But it seems like these last 2 games, this is maybe the best sustained stretch of you guys playing with that pace that we've seen.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like I'd have to go back through, but two solid games, and you could tell even at the start of the game we were reluctant to get into that. It sort of caught us off guard, and then I thought our guys did a really good job of catching themselves and saying, okay, we got to get way more direct. We're going to play this way, or we're going to play the type of style that we know we have to play. And sometimes we get lulled into a little bit trying to play a little bit slower and come back with pucks. And now all of a sudden we get surprised by pressure. So I thought we made a good adjustment, and our guys were able to play at that pace like you talk about. And now we just got to sustain that. It's hard, it's challenging, it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of details, it takes every single guy on the same page with how it looks, and so it's difficult, but that's what we have. That's our challenge in front of us, is to do that night in, night out, shift to shift.
5 goals in 5 games for Ovi. What have you seen from this game lately?
Yeah, he's played at a real high level. I feel like he's even skating a little bit more. I feel like there's a little bit more jump in his step. Like talked about it a couple times since coming back from the break. So it's a positive step, because we need him, and it's well documented our production issues. So for him to get going, and even in the way he's scoring, like I know these aren't highlight reel, it's in off skates, but these are positive things, and you can feel him gaining more confidence as each one goes in and as he gets on a little bit of a roll.
Could you connect this scoring with his rest in Dubai for a week, so maybe he can get fresher?
Anything is possible, right? I mean, that's yeah. It's been something. He's had a recipe for how he spends his all-star breaks, and traditionally, right, he's played well in the second half of seasons, and I think this is no different for him to get a mental away from the game, not think about the NHL, not think about the Washington Capitals, not think about hockey, and be able to come back refreshed and ready for the stretch run. And that's looks like right now exactly what's taking place.
I don't think he played any shifts in overtime. What went into that decision?
Yeah, it's on me. I'm trying to look for a specific matchup situation, and I got to do a better job there. I got to find a way to. Yeah, there's just a couple of situations as that overtime is rolling. That's on me.
You mentioned a mistake by a young player. Saw some guys trying to pick Connor up and kind of pat him on the back. So what do you do, I guess, to help a young guy up or something like that?
Yeah, his teammates will probably play the largest role in that. I'll probably talk to him when we get back in here on Tuesday. But I mean, it's just he'll learn from it. That's the bottom line. I mean, I don't need to tell him anything he doesn't know. It's just you can't make that play in that situation, and you got to make sure that you look after the puck there.
Last one. I'm going to ask you one more about Ovi. Well, we asked Oshie what he's seen. He said his details. He's playing better without the puck. Things he's doing in his own zone are leading to chances at the other end. Have you seen more commitment to defense there?
Wholeheartedly agree. Yeah. Little things like he's completely engaged and trying to find ways that he can be in good position and asking questions, and you can see the effort and.
I mean, obviously not the result, and a tough ending for you guys, but three points out of 4, you're playing for the third time in less than 72 hours in 3 different cities. What can this do for you guys going forward? Just going your way back.
I mean, I think now's the time to make a push. There's plenty of games left for us to get back to where we want to be. I think everybody in the locker room knows the urgency that it's going to take for us to get where we want to be by the end of the season. But I thought yesterday we played a hell of a game in a very tough building against a really good hockey team, and I thought we played really well today. there's going to be, yesterday was our A+ game, right? All over the ice. I think every individual and as a team. That's not going to happen every night. Good teams learn how to stay consistent, so when we don't have our good nights, we can still win hockey games. And I thought we did a good job of that tonight. I thought we played well enough to win. We had, how many chances did we have in overtime? How many chances did our power play have? I thought our penalty kill was good. Kim's was good. I thought we played well. That's a good hockey team too. We're not gonna score 3 and 4 goals tonight. 2-2 game, 1 in overtime was, I thought, good. And then whatever, shit happens at the end. So.
What have you seen from Ovi, Nick, here these last few games? 5 games, 5 goals, lots of assists. Just seems to be skating. Things are happening.
Yeah, I think he's doing a great job as a goal scorer, putting himself in positions to shoot the puck. I also think the 4 guys that are playing with him are playing good hockey as well. And I think you look across the league, you have pure goal scorers. They generally play with 4 pretty good individuals that can get them the puck. Obviously, he's with 2 of the same forwards, but the D rotate a little bit. But I think our D have been playing really, really well recently. And the other 2 guys that he's been playing with have been playing well, giving him opportunities to shoot, and he's been finishing.
He played head-to-head the last 2 games, and it's 2 pretty good lines. How do you feel like you guys, your lines did those games?
That's sure. So I thought we did well. They are good players. I think the strength in our line is the consistency of the play, and that's what makes it so challenging to play those top lines every night. Because it only takes one mistake to let them capitalize. So to play mistake-free is pretty hard, but I think we're doing generally a pretty good job of that. And, I think as you see, we play good hockey defensively. Ultimately the goal is to translate that into offense, and I think we've been doing a decent job of doing that. So.
PK pick up back there on the top when it's unfortunate play, but now it's not play.
Yeah, we killed it off though. All good. Move past it. So. Got some of those?
Yeah, I was going to ask you, since Carver's kind of been preaching playing with pace since the beginning of training camp, it just seems like these last 2 games we've seen you guys have been snapping it around, breaking it out, and you're spending time on it.
Yeah, and I think in the D zone that comes from a lot of communication, giving our Ds outs. I think what people seem to forget is when the guy goes back for the puck, it's not just his responsibility to make a play. It's the other 4 guys have to get available. If those guys are slow getting back to their spots, then he has nobody to pass it to. I think that's been a big issue for us. Is we have really, really good D-men, and if we give them options, they're going to make the right play. I think they've been doing that in the B zone and the neutral zone, and our forwards have been doing a really good job of giving them those options. So.
All right, thanks.
You can tell a huge difference. We got everybody on the same page. We're communicating out there, working for each other, and we're back to playing the way we want to. Sucks to lose this one in overtime there, but 2 really tough teams. We got 3 points, like you said. So we see the recipe for success. Now it's on us to consistently go and do it.
How important is it to have Ovi skating and producing the way he is right now?
He's hot right now. Obviously, we know he scores goals, so to have him on the streak he is really helping us, obviously, and we're all happy to see it.
So what did you see on the last sequence there
I think we're trying to just knowing that there's not much time on the clock, trying to make a play that didn't work out. Guys trying to go out and win the game. Obviously, it didn't go our way, and turned into the goal against. But guys had the right intention there, and not going to fault anyone for trying to win.
Getting back to what you said a minute ago, do you feel like these last couple of games, and even going back to the Florida game where you played pretty well for most of it, that's something to kind of build on as you guys are trying to gain some momentum?
Yeah, I think everyone knew we were on a skid there, and when it's going like that, it can kind of snowball on you, and whenever you can start building your game, even if it doesn't result in wins, just building the way you want to play and turning things around. It's great to see us doing that. Now we just got to keep it going.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a little frustrating not getting another win. But it's nice to get points on the board. Yesterday's win was a great stepping stone for our team. So I think we might have fallen back just a little bit at times, but for the most part, played a good team pretty hard.
Alex has had didn't get much luck in the first half, and probably gets a little bit of luck today. It's been going a little bit lately.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it was either hitting the skate going in, or I was tapping in the back door. So either way, but yeah, it's nice to see the big man rolling. Obviously, he's a hard guy to stop. You know, you're lucky when you're able to line up on the right side out there across from him, and a lot of history there for me and him. So I feel like I got a pretty good read on where he wants me and where he's going to be, and we've been getting some good chances, especially some odd man rushes with him and Stromer going up the ice.
What else have you seen from his game? I mean, it just seems like he's racking up points, goals in 5 games. I mean, it just seems like he's, like you said,
yeah. Well, he's shooting the puck really well, obviously. He's doing a lot of little things really well that I think are helping us out defensively, that are leading to offense and odd man rushes for him. It's coming back in the D zone, stopping in a good area. It just sets our team up for success when all 5 guys are doing that. So I think it's honestly the stuff he's doing away from the puck that's letting his natural, phenomenal ability take over and start putting some points on the board.
A couple of games you guys seem to be playing with the pace that Carter's been talking about really since training camp. How much can that help you going forward if they're able to kind of replicate it, start stacking?
Yeah, you can really feel the momentum that we're able to generate when we go north of the puck, when we play simple, when we're talking out there. It comes in waves these last 2 games, and that's something that we haven't been great at this year, I don't think. And you can feel it out there. The other team starts getting tired. Their D stop wanting to go back and get pucks, and we start getting extended ozone time. So if we can play north and play simple, we're gonna hold teams to to 1 to 2 goals, and give ourselves a chance to win everything.
Thank you. Thanks, Coach.
When and beat a good team in Boston and took #1 team in the league toe to toe to overtime. What have you found of the team's play over the last 2 days?
Yeah, it was battle. It was good games. But yeah, I think we played solid, and unfortunately lots of good things happened.
If you go back even to the border game where I thought you guys played well, also, do you feel like you guys have maybe turned a little bit of a corner here?
Well, I hope so. I hope all of us realize how we have to play. You can see like again turnovers that scored goals.
Confidence-wise, we talked about you before, but in 5 goals, 5 games, do you feel like you're starting to kind of feel a little bit more confident?
I think if I goes in, it's a good thing.
Like you weren't getting any breaks over here, you did a break today, kind of pass, and it probably could have been going over.
Yeah, so I was right away spirit in that, but always say that it doesn't matter. I think that we made a mistake,
After 2 strong efforts against current opponents, just how do you guys keep that going and stay encouraged?
Move on. We know how we have to play. I think last game we played solid, both the periods. Mistakes and more.
One more thing. Oshie said a minute ago, he feels like part of what's happening for you is that you're playing better away from the puck. You're doing things in the D zone that's helping your line contribute offensively. What are you doing differently, and do you agree with that?
How I said, I try to do my job. Play like Vice College.